Ever feel like you just want the quick version? Get right to the heart of something without wading through tons of information.
Yeah, definitely. Like a shortcut to being informed.
Exactly. And that's what we're doing today. We're stepping up to the plate with baseball.
Baseball.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Even if you've never, watched a full game, you're probably using baseball words all the time.
Huh. Interesting. So it leaks out into everyday language.
Totally. We've got this great YouTube transcript from English Podcast Zone as our guide today.
Okay.
And our mission, well, it's pretty straightforward. We're going to look at some key baseball terms and then see how those same terms have kind of slid into our everyday English.
Ah, I see. Like idioms that started in the sport.
Precisely. We'll start with setting the scene of a game, then break down the lingo, and finally explore how it's used off the field.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it? How a whole world like baseball, sort of self-contained, has managed to, well, plant so many phrases into just general conversation.
It really has.
It really says something about, shared culture and how sports language can just paint these really vivid pictures.
Okay, so diving into the transcript.
Yeah.
It puts us right there. Ritchie Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
2 world-class teams are playing.
Got it. Big game feel.
Definitely. The national anthem's just finished, which is an interesting point itself. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
And the umpire kicks things off with play ball.
The classic start.
Mm-hmm. Then we get a quick snapshot of the action. There's a player, Roger Vargas. He hits a line drive.
Okay.
And he has to really scramble, run fast to first base.
Right. Hustle.
Then he goes for second, slides in, and the call is safe.
Nice. Made it just in time.
And then a bit later, bottom of the 5th inning, another player, Brian Okami,
Yeah.
where he just crushes it. A home run, puts his team up by 2 runs.
Wow. Game changer.
It really paints that picture, doesn't it? The classic baseball scene.
Absolutely it does. And just in that little description right there, we've already got several terms that, well, you hear them all the time outside of baseball.
Exactly. Let's unpack some of that specific baseball stuff first.
Sound good.
Okay, national anthem. The transcript actually made a point about this.
Oh, yeah.
How people sometimes mix it up and say national hymn.
Oh, right. I've heard that.
Yeah, but the anthem is specifically that, the song about the country, the one you hear before the big games, it's secular.
That's a really useful distinction because hymn, well, that usually implies something religious, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So national anthem is precise. It's the non-religious official song for the nation.
Good clarification. Okay, next up. The pitcher.
The babe isn't throwing the ball, yeah.
Obviously key.
Yeah.
And the commentator said the pitcher winds up.
Mm-hmm. The wind-up.
They used a great comparison, like winding an old clock. That whole motion to build up power before letting go.
That's perfect. And, connecting that outwards, the phrase wind up.
Yeah.
It's taken on that broader sense of getting ready for any big action that needs, like, prep time and energy.
Oh, right. Like you wind up for a big presentation.
Exactly. Or even, winding up a kid before they race off. It captures that building momentum idea.
Makes total sense. Okay, then we had the line drive.
Roger Vargas's hit.
Yeah, when he hit the ball hard and low, and it went, straight down the line.
Right, near the edge of the field.
And while he was running, the fielders were scrambling to get the ball.
Ah, scrambling. Good word.
The transcript pointed out it means moving quickly, but also kind of chaotically.
Yeah, like disorganized speed.
Think about people scrambling for concert tickets, or maybe you're scrambling to pack for vacation last minute.
Precisely. That image of scrambling really gets across that urgency, maybe a bit of panic even.
Yeah, it's very visual.
It fits so many situations where you need quick, maybe slightly messy action.
Okay, and the last specific baseball term from that first bit was inning.
Right, the periods of play.
In baseball, a typical game has 9 innings. These sections where each team gets a turn to bat, their chance to score. They compared it nicely to soccer having halves.
Or hockey having periods.
Right. It helps you sort of picture the game's structure.
It does. And while maybe inning itself isn't used quite as much outside baseball,
True.
Understanding that structure helps frame some of the other phrases that have become really common.
Which leads us perfectly into, I think, the really fascinating part. How these terms just walked off the field into everyday chat.
The fluency builder part, they called it.
That's it. First one, up to bat.
Right.
In the game, it's literal, right? You're at the plate, ready to hit.
Ready to swing.
But idiomatically, it just means it's your turn. Your turn to speak or do something.
Like in a meeting.
Yeah, they gave that exact example. Okay, Erica, you're up to bat.
It works so well because you feel that um, that anticipation, maybe a little pressure, just like the actual batter.
Yeah, that sense of responsibility. Good point.
It carries that expectation.
Then there's strike one.
Uh-oh.
Huh, exactly. In baseball, everyone knows 3 strikes, you're out.
The fundamental rule.
So in life, if someone says, that was strike one, well, it's pretty clear.
First mistake. Watch out.
Right. First mistake. And, more mistakes could mean trouble getting fired, getting grounded, whatever the context is.
It's so effective because that 3-strike rule is just so clear and widely understood. The meaning translates instantly.
No ambiguity there. Now, this next one, curveball. I really like this one.
Yeah, the curveball.
Literally, it's a pitch that, well, curves unexpectedly, makes it tricky to hit.
It throws the batter off.
But idiomatically, a curveball is just an unexpected problem, something difficult you didn't see coming.
Happens all the time.
They gave 2 great examples. Your boss throws you a curveball. Sudden difficult task, gotta stay late.
Yeah, classic work curveball.
Or someone asks a really personal, out-of-the-blue question like about having kids. That's a curveball, too.
That's a brilliant comparison. The power of the idiom is that image, isn't it?
Oh.
Just like the ball veers off course, the real-life curveball is something that just completely deviates from what you expected, forces you to react fast.
You have to adjust immediately. Absolutely. And finally, home run.
The big one.
The ultimate hit in baseball, right? Ball goes out of the park, automatic score, big success.
Can't do much better than that.
So in everyday language, a home run is just a huge success, a clear win.
Nailed it.
The examples were spot on. A sales presentation that just kills it. That's a home run.
Definitely.
Or the sales team doubles their revenue target. Huge home run.
Yeah, it just perfectly captures that feeling of, hitting it out of the park, major achievement, clear, positive result.
That sense of total success.
Triumph, yeah. Everyone gets that feeling immediately.
The transcript also had this quick audio review bit near the end.
Oh, right.
Where they listed other terms like world-class, umpire, catcher, safe, even off the bat.
Just more examples.
Yeah, more examples of baseball words popping up everywhere. It makes you realize how, embedded they are, even the ones we don't think about much.
It really does underscore just how much baseball has seeped into English. Even if we're not consciously thinking baseball, these terms are just part of the toolkit, adding flavor or a quick, understandable image.
And it's funny, neither of us really grew up playing baseball, right?
And look, not my main sport.
Me neither. It's not necessarily the sport I follow closest, but we can both totally see its huge cultural footprint, especially in the U.S.
Oh, absolutely.
And how it's made our language richer, kind of unexpectedly, whether we can explain the infield fly rule or not.
That's such a key point, isn't it? You don't need to be a diehard fan.
Not at all.
Or even understand all the complexities to just get these phrases and use them effectively. That shows how well they've been adopted.
So wrapping it up, it's pretty clear baseball's given English a lot. These really punchy, visual ways to talk about everything from surprise problems to massive wins.
Indeed. And it makes you wonder, doesn't it? For you, the listener, think about other specific worlds, maybe, I don't know, certain jobs or hobbies.
Like coding or cooking.
Exactly. Or sailing or knitting, whatever. How many other seemingly niche areas might have quietly shaped the words we use every day without us even noticing?
That's a great point.
Start listening for it. Maybe do a little digging into where common phrases come from. You might be really surprised.
Yeah. It kind of opens up this whole other layer to appreciate in just everyday talk. Well, thanks for diving deep into this with us.
Always interesting.
And we'll catch you on the next exploration.